welcome back. I thought maybe we could try lighting today without the lamp cover, just to see if it does any different. Anyway, in the last video I said I already had in mind what I wanted to make, and I mentioned making Usopp, but I can't say for certain if I will get to him in this video because there's some other things I want to make. But we are definitely going to make this one character that I saw in like a game lore video. I didn't know that Roblox games had lore, so I clicked on it and I watched it, and I thought the character was adorable, and his name is apparently Dandy. And the game is called like Dandyland or Dandy's World or something like that, and it's like a cat and mouse kind of game, or like you're just playing tag with the characters. It's more complex than that, but that's how I can explain it. I wasn't really paying attention to the video I was watching. But so I've already made his head and his body, and the needle that is just there to mark the front. I had to sew the head kind of off center because of the petals around his face. I wanted to have room for the green one to actually sit under his face and not be on it. So I sewed the neck or the body further back than I normally would. So this is all we're going to be using white yarn for. His arms and legs are like a mint color, and he has like a little blush on his cheeks is also a mint color. And then his petals, he has 6 petals, and they are in rainbow order from red at the top all the way around, you know. So I'm gonna go find the mint yarn I want to use, and I will be right back. It took me 3 days to take this apart and make it bigger because I made the hands and they came out way too big, and I was like, I'm not undoing this, so I'll just take this apart and make it bigger. So I did. So this is still the back, and this is still the front, and it's still offset like it needs to be. And he has pretty long legs too. I feel like I have to overcompensate the length of his limbs because the petals, at least the green one, which is the one that's under his chin, is going to be hiding a lot of his body here. And so I still want this to be visible from behind it. And originally I was going to do a hand to make a separate thumb, but I thought I don't really want to do that because I don't want to try to work a magic circle this small. So I ended up just doing a bubble or popcorn, whatever you want to call them, stitch, and it looks like a thumb. Well, my making of Dandy got cut a little short because one of the girls that goes to the school my mom works at is doing this Greek project. I don't know all the details, but she is in 6th grade, I think, and she's learning how to crochet, which I think is pretty neat. But she came up to my mom the other day and asked her, could your daughter make me an owl for my project, because I want it to go with my costume and I don't know how to make one myself. And when my mom told me that that's what she said, that kind of made me like, ah, because originally I was going to say no because I am no longer making things for free, but considering that this is a child and she would have had no money otherwise, this is the body, and the eyes came out kind of weird. What I am going to do if I ever make this pattern again is not put the backs on the eyes and then sew them on, because they're kind of like, They just look frumpy. Never mind the fact that you can see the stitching right there. But I'm gonna break off, next time, I will break off the post on the eye, and I will glue them on with E6000, because I know that it will hold them on, and then it won't look so... It's kind of misshapen. You really can't tell in person that it's kind of like laying kind of weird. So this is the body. I just finished it a few minutes ago. And I think I'm going to use this lighter brown, the same color that I used for the beak, to make the feet. And it has like a little tummy patch that I'm gonna make. I was watching One Piece earlier. I have gotten so far. I'm surprised. I'm in like the 850s, I think, which is crazy because if you asked me before I got to like 750 if I liked the show, I probably would have told you no, but it's getting really good. It's always had a good story, but it's getting better, in my opinion. Actually, I think while I have the body color out, I'm gonna make the wings first. So I'm using the same, hello? Oh, my thumb was over it. 2.5 hook, and just regular brown acrylic yarn. Start with the magic circle. Now, obviously, he has, like, comedically big eyes, which is what I wanted to go for. But his smile is so also comedically large that I don't... And obviously the smile is not done. I have to, like, still add the little teeth details and whatnot. But I wanted to also... I'm gonna have to put it... No, just kidding. It's fine. Yeah, you can, on camera. You can kind of see where it's like gray. There is where I marked it off when I was cutting it. But it's going to have black paint over it anyway, so it's okay. But he's got these giant eyes. And I originally had made him a little smaller, but then I thought they looked too small. So I took them out and I made him just a little bigger. I think he's really cute. Or, if at the least, he just looks like uncanny, creepy. That also works. And then this is the shape I came up with for the petals. I've only made one. And I think to fit all 6, I'm going to have to end up sewing them just a little more round than I would want to, because I have to fit all 6 on his head. And then for the one that goes under his chin, it has to fit under his smile. That one I might end up sewing just a little bit more, not so round, but a little thinner. But I have to make The only thing I have left to design now is his legs, and then to make is the other 5 petals, and then I also, obviously I had to make his legs, but I will make them as I design them, so after I design the legs, I only have one more to make, and then we can assemble everything, or I can. You know, I don't usually have help on these kinds of projects. I wish I did. That'd be pretty cool, actually. This is about the size of... This is white out, obviously. So if you've ever seen one of these, this is like this would probably fit in here. So that's about what size it is. Or, let's see, compared to a computer mouse. It's kind of dirty. I really don't want to set that on there. So he is definitely like twice the size I originally designed him to be. But I think it's gonna work out though. So I'm pretty much at the point where I have everything done and it needs to just be put together. That looks terrifying. Where it needs to be put together. Everything except for the second leg. So I almost called him Luffy because I was watching One Piece before I started doing this. I mapped out the face so I could do this. Now, his little bean-shaped mouth is just... This is felt, obviously. You can also do, what's that stuff called? Foam, I guess, is what you call it. Like the really thin art foam. And he has 2 lines on his mouth. And I'm also going to go just around the edge to make it stand out more. The only reason I am comfortable writing on this is because I'm going to go over it with paint. And to get my center line exactly in the center, I'm going to be really brave and just fold this in half. I'm gonna be really brave here and just... That's not straight, but that's okay. Is it even centered? It doesn't look like it is. We're gonna pretend that it is, okay? Okay. Does that work? And I'm just gonna use this. This is a lie. This is false advertisement. This paint, it does never stand up like it's supposed to and be puffy. I love that it comes with this precision applicator though. Fantastic. Because it makes doing this so easy. I'm not gonna... Yes I am, because I'm gonna have to pick it up at some point anyway to do the edge. Oh, why would you do that? It gets everywhere but where it's supposed to be. Okay. You know, in retrospect, I should have just done what I was originally gonna do and embroider it, but I am doing this on like 35% consciousness because I'm so tired. It's not that late, it's just today has been, and this is gonna out me how I'm not... I was gonna say I'm not lazy, but I kinda am. But I'm just a homebody. I like to be at home in my room with my art stuff and my pets. And that's perfect. That's a perfect day to me. But at the same time, I cannot even speak. I also like shopping, you know, going to the craft store. I spend a lot of time at Hobby Lobby. And if that statement just offended you, you are free to not watch this video. I don't get paid to make YouTube videos, so you're not hurting me at all by not watching. You know, I was thinking about that the other day. How if people didn't get paid to make YouTube videos, there would be so many less creators on here. Which means the content might actually be worth watching, because then it would just be people who do it because they actually enjoy it. And not because they just want to make a quick buck. Which, in my opinion, means that the content would improve. Okay, doing the edge is going to be interesting because I have to hold it somehow. You know what? I'm not going to lie. When this dries, I honestly might just peel it off and sew it anyway. But I still want to do the edge just to see how it's going to look. Because if I like it, then I obviously would not destroy it. Now, I don't quite know what I'm gonna set this on because I want to put it on plastic. So if it dries, I can just peel it off. Not if it dries. It's going to dry. When it dries, I want to just have it on something I can peel it off of. Now, the best thing to do that on is plastic because, you know, you can bend plastic and just pull it off. I have this giant piece of polyfoam that I use to, like, pin things to when they need to dry, and so I can just peel them off like just like this. And it just assures that you're laying it on something that if it sticks to, that it's not permanently bonded. And so that's his mouth. And I think while I'm at it, I'm just gonna glue on his other facial details, because I have to set this somewhere that this will not fall off. For now, it's gonna sit on my bed. Fun. Because I do not want to have to remap the face. I think he's gonna be very cute. And I think after this, I do still want to make the Usopp that I talked about. I need to write down the pattern so I can make it. But after this, I kind of want to make Jake from Adventure Time, because I used to have a Jake and Finn plushie that I got, one of each that I got from, I think, Walgreens when I was a teenager, and I was like, I'm over this, and got rid of them. And I just remembered those plushies the other day, and I'm very mad at myself for getting rid of them. So now I think I'm gonna make my own Jake plushie. So I'm gonna do this, and then when I come back the next time will either be when it's either time to assemble everything, or I might just skip any more recording. I kind of feel like this video is going to be short because I didn't do a lot of recording like I normally do when I'm making everything. I'm going to use this tried and true Elmer's Craft Bond, and I will meet you back at some point. I decided not, okay, we're going to fix this. I decided not to glue this all the way down, because I've noticed that when I do, I don't like the way it looks, so I left it not glued all the way down. For the mouth, I'm going to use, this is just a piece of foam that I put in a plastic bag that I got long before I had that polyfoam I showed. This is what I used to glue stuff on. So I'm going to use this for the mouth. Now, I used I don't really know what these are called. I guess you call them scissors, because that's what they do. But they're very weirdly shaped, and so this is the benefit of working with felt, is that if you need to clean up your lines, you technically can to a certain extent, because, you know, felt is just compressed fiber or whatever it is. But I am going to, I don't like how this does not look clean. So I'm gonna take some, and I don't even know if this will honestly work, because I've never tried to glue over puffy paint. If it doesn't work, I might have to end up cutting the paint off and then gluing again. But I'm just gonna glue some black yarn over where I want these lines to be. Now the edge outline is fine. I'm not gonna go and glue yarn around the whole thing. Well, I wasn't thinking about doing that before I said it just now. But no, I'm not. But I am gonna do it for these three. So we're gonna try it together. So to keep it from moving around too much, I'm gonna carefully, I'm just gonna pin it down. Kind of hard to glue on something when it won't be still, right? And then if craft bond doesn't work, I can always try E6000, but I don't like to work with that unless I have to, because the fumes are gross. I'm not sure if this is dry, but we're gonna pretend that it is, okay? Because I want to get Dandy done. And you would think that since I still have to make his second leg, that I would have been doing that while this was drying. No, we had dinner instead, and I. That's an interesting sound. Okay, sometimes these are hard to get out. I guess maybe because I've had them for so long that sometimes the little ball part doesn't want to stay on. Now, these should be pretty easy. I like these. These are called, if you don't know what these are called, they're called T-pins. And they're usually for sewing, but I use them for this and they work out just as well. Now, for the extra, I'm gonna trim it off. Honestly, what I might do is leave just enough to glue it on the back side, just so it doesn't unravel or stick up. But when I come back, I will have this done and on the face, so. Hello, technically, Dandy is done. So I just finished him. I just sewed on his legs and his arms and the last 2 or 3 petals. I think he came out super cute, but of course I knew because I wrote the pattern. But I do think that sorry, I'm trying to clean up my desk as I do this. Also, my neck hurts and the nerve right here. So that's fun. No, it's not. But I think his eyes, he's low-key kind of scary. I think what I'm going to do is, I don't like how this is like, I think I'm going to attach this to the body though. You know, obviously I made him from like the facing forward perspective, but the reference picture I used, oh okay, I was gonna say, I thought he would be top heavy. Once I take pictures of him, which I normally do put supports in the legs for to make them stand up, I did with the RV as well on my Instagram, is I'm gonna put some actual like skewers in his legs so that they will stay, you know, standing, because as of right now he does not stand on his own. He's quite top heavy. Yeah, same. Big head syndrome, same. Anyway, I think he came out very cute. Cute is probably not the word that I would really use. Terrifying is probably a better one, but he looks kind of goofy from the back too. So I'm probably just gonna, honestly, to make it not look kind of gross, I'll probably just glue it with craft bond like I normally. Don't hit me in the face. You just hit my glasses in case you did not see that. Hold him over here. Oh, what I was gonna say is that the reference picture I used is him looking to the side, kind of. So there's no more video probably after this. I'm just gonna attach this to the body, but pretend that I already did, and he's done. Okay. Now, things that I liked about this pattern that I wrote. I really like how the feet came out. Feet are pretty easy to make though. And the arms, or his little hands, I like the simplicity of them, because I feel like there's so much going on here. Now, what I would do in retrospect, this petal looks like it came out all the petals are the same size, the exact same pattern. This looks like it came out so much bigger than the others, at least in my opinion, because I did not stuff it. It's just sewn, well, it has a little bit of stuffing in it, but it's not, this is just sewn straight across. These are sewn kind of round. I like opened them up to get them to all fit. I would either make this petal smaller, or what I would actually do is make the head, or if not the head is an alright size, the body bigger. But I think it works out, because in a lot of the pictures that I've seen of him, I would sometimes wonder, like, is he wearing a green shirt, or is that just a flower petal? And it's just a flower petal. Bless you, bird. Sneezing in the middle of what I'm trying to say, okay. Anyway, let's see, I'm gonna measure. I haven't measured. Oh, he's bigger than a foot tall, that's for sure. Let's see. He's just shy of 15 inches. So he's actually decently sized. He's not, you know, not too small, not too big. I like him. I'm not the best at writing patterns, so the fact that they're starting to come out suspiciously well concerns me. But anyway, I don't know what this game is called. It's either called Dandy's World or Dandy Land or one of those two, but it's a Roblox. I don't like Roblox. I don't like the creator. I don't like kids that play it. No, but I like this character. He's very cute. But when I look it up, it says he's from Minecraft, or in Minecraft. No, he's not, that I know of. It's been a long time since I caught up with Minecraft. Anyway, I think he came out alright. Oh, thank you for watching this video. If you made it this far, I'll give you $5. I will see you next time. I can't guarantee what we're gonna do in the next video. I know I said I wanted to make Jake from Adventure Time, but, sir, you have to stand up. I did go out and get the yarn for him, like a mustard kind of color, and I still want to make the Usopp that I was talking about. I still want to make, that's what this is, right here. Those bags. That's bags of yarn on top of a box full of yarn. I'll figure it out. Okay, bye. Thank you for watching.